Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you. I love you. Thank you so much. You guys are the best. Oh, that's good, Amanda. She said, I'm all the way from sunny Florida. And Amanda's like, Rosalind in the house. Yeah, Thank you guys. Yes, I've been taken out of New York for a few weeks a month, but you'll never take New York out of me. That is true. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Do any of you guys go to New York City for New Year's Eve? No? All right, so, okay, because I feel like it's super overrated, right? They really dropped the ball. That was courtesy of Danielle Nafty. Give her some love. Give her some love. That was really good. All of the speakers, haven't they been amazing? I'm like, man, guys took all my notes. My topic is how you do anything. And in all seriousness, I really believe that Matt and Vanessa and Frank and Kat specifically talked about a lot of that. And I'm hopefully gonna maybe pull it together a little bit, although I don't know how I follow them. Because Frank, what you said about my sister-in-law was amazing. That was really sweet. I told Sia the other day that it's okay for her to embrace her mistakes, and she gave me a hug. So, anyway, I thought what you said about your wife, Frank, was really sweet. But this wouldn't make sense if my talk is how you do anything without giving the people what they want, right? We gotta have some fun. That's rule number one. We gotta have fun, okay? You guys with that? But the real question is, and they talked about a lot of this stuff. What are your standards? And who are you? Do you guys know who you are? Right? And I don't mean that vaguely. Like, for example, it's really about the little things. Because, actually, let me rewind real quick. These are all of my opinions. This is my disclaimer. All of these are my opinions. Okay, we're back now. So it's not gonna work for you, in my opinion, if you, at your job, do and then you expect to build this seriously. Right? How you do anything, and you guys have all heard it, is how you do everything. So, are you someone, when you go to the grocery store, right? And sometimes the cart, right, the shopping cart rack is so far away? And we've been guilty of it, okay? Where we are in Costco, they have like these big rocks on the side. So I've been guilty of, not recently, okay? Because it's a new year, we're turning over a new leaf, but I've been guilty of like just putting it up there. But the question is, do you walk it back? Because it's the right thing to do. Because when you want a cart, when you go, you expect it to be where it's supposed to be. Right? Are you someone do you do that? Right? What about, I like basketball. So when I'm in the bathroom and I wash my hands, you guys know right? You guys do this. You crumple up the paper towel. Kobe, right? How many of you miss? A lot. Be honest. Okay? I know. You say never. That's okay. Never say never. Your next shot, you're not going to make it. I guarantee it. But anyway, Costco has those big garbage cans, right? But the hole's so little, it's actually hard to get it in. And there's plenty of times it goes in the worst possible spot. That triangle, that's it. That triangle right? So and a lot of times right, you're like annoyed you miss, so you're like, I'm not going back. But do you move the garbage can and go get it and put it in the garbage? And I know this sounds like silly stuff, right? But it's these small things that compound because we want you guys to win. You guys are here, right? I don't believe that there's anything better that you can be doing on a Friday night, but Brian Bowler from 20 years ago would have said that there is. Okay? So, Rosalind, thank you. Rosalind, that's amazing. So like, how do you guys show up? How do you, when your upline or your coach is not at a meeting or at a GE, how do you show up? How do you guys respond to a text when you're busy, right? Do you just ignore it or do you at least send a message? Like all of these little things, like Matt talked about, I'm CEO. I want you guys need to be that person for yourself, right? You need to be, before you have a big team, it's you. You guys are the captains of your team. This is such a unique thing because in every team I've ever been on, every sport I've ever played, you don't make the team and you're the captain. You have to earn that. In this, it's different. It's the only thing I've seen that's different. You get on the team, you're the captain. You guys are that, right? And you get to, how do you operate in that way? I think one of the biggest things for all of you is, and I remember hearing this when I was new in the business. I think Vinny said it to me. I think he said, if you had 100 people doing what you're doing right now, is that good or bad? And that was very bad for me for a while, right? So I want you guys all need to operate how you will be, not how you are now. You need to think and operate in that way. What do you want this to look like? How do you see yourself? What are your expectations? That's how you need to operate now. So how you do anything should be how you do everything. So it's the beginning of the year, right? We're at the very beginning of the year. You guys, I know Vinny talked about it, but it's important that you guys figure out goals for your business, for your life, whatever that looks like, right? It's been tough for me, and maybe some of you can relate. You guys got to break these things down because I've been there where it's like, okay, and I remember actually way back when the question was always, when are you going platinum? Right? When are you going platinum? And my answer was always soon. Right? You guys relate to that at all? And what does that mean? That's relative. You need to pick a date. And I never used to pick a date because I always used to think, well, what if I don't do it? But if you don't pick a date, you're not going to get close to doing it. Right? You guys, if you don't, most of the goals we set, we didn't hit in the time frame we set them. But we kept moving forwards and we eventually hit them. And we have way more now. So it doesn't matter. You guys got to set these things for the year, break them down to the month, to the week, to the day. I have a tough time with my temperament. I have a tough time knowing what I'm doing more than one day away. I'm good with, I know what I'm doing the next day. I could figure out the night before, we have a plan, Sia and I could figure that out, what I'm doing the next day. I'm good with that. If you ask me what I'm doing on Friday, on Sunday, it's not going to work. You with me, Jordan? No shot. But so you guys got to figure out how this is going to work for you and what this is going to look like for you every day. I've talked about this before. Our whole goal, the way you guys make this happen, the way you build this big is you win every day. But if you don't have a plan for just that day, what are you doing? Does this make sense? Right? So these small things, these small moments reveal bigger things. Okay? So what does it mean? Habits, standards, and attention repeat across your life. Okay, your habits, your standards, and what you give attention to, that repeats. Okay? It's about the small behaviors that reflects your identity. Right? That's what I'm talking about. It's silly things that I'm talking about. Okay, I put the cart back. No, but I'm this person that does these things properly. I do these things right. I see myself better. I operate better when that's the case. Right? And it doesn't have to be those things. You guys have to figure out what that is for you. Right? Because consistency matters more than intensity. I wear this on my wrist. It says consistency wins. Okay? And I just changed it. I used to have it flipped the other way so that I could see it myself. Now I flipped it the other way so other people can see it. Because I've ingrained this in me so much that I don't need to look at it. It's not what I do, it's who I am. Who are you? That's the question. Okay? So, it's not about you guys doing things 100%. It's about doing things on purpose. The key to this whole thing is being intentional with what you're looking to accomplish. You guys with me? Okay? That's what it's about. So, let's talk about work. Okay? If you're texting sloppy or sending emails sloppy or communicating sloppy, right? That means you have sloppy thinking. Okay? We got to fix. How do you fix that? Well, that's one of the things that you're doing, that you should be doing daily in this business, is personal development, reading, listening, right? Plugging into the app, plugging into events. Get this on point so that what you do and what comes out of this is on point. Okay? Showing up late. I was the king of showing up late. You can ask them, right? Dana's like, it's true. Vinny was like, yup. For a long time. Okay? And I didn't think about this like this or in this way, but you guys show up late, that means you have a casual relationship with your commitments. Okay? This is up to you guys. What do you want? Okay? Your small actions reveal big values. Okay? How about health? If you skip warm-ups or if you don't work out, whatever that looks like, okay? You're actually skipping preparation or being prepared in your life. I've learned for me, and you guys all have to figure out what it is for you or what works for you. I've learned for me, and I've unintentionally tested this, okay? But if I do some health stuff, go for a walk, typically the gym is good, but if me working out at the gym in the morning, that helps my clarity of thinking for the day. I'm preparing for my day because I'm doing that first, okay? You guys got to figure out what it is for you. How about ignoring sleep? I used to do that a lot. Like a lot. That's you guys ignoring recovery in your relationships. Right? You're ignoring, and maybe that translates into ignoring things in your business. What I used to do a lot is when everyone went to bed, I'd stay up super late and I used to think, okay, I'm getting a lot of stuff done. But it took me some time to realize I'm just attempting to power through, and it's sloppy. And I actually take more time to do something simple instead of now I just go to bed when I'm tired and look at it freshly or with a fresh lens the next day, and I get it accomplished so much quicker. Right? So what about character? How do you guys treat people when they don't benefit you? What does that look like? I want to treat everyone the same way I expect to be treated. I don't care if they're top dog or, they're taking, or they're the busboy clearing the table, right? We've chosen these things. I've chosen these things. Sia and I, our business, we've chosen these things. Okay, you guys got to choose these things too, right? Think about it this way. These aren't isolated small behaviors. These are rehearsals. Right? Because hopefully you guys have heard it. You are what you repeatedly do. Right? We want to make sure we do the right things. How about if changing one small thing can change a lot? Right? Or I'm sorry, if how you do anything is how you do everything, then changing a small thing is changing a lot. Is changing a big thing. Right? What about, okay, and I don't like to do this, but making your bed. Thank God I have a wife. She does that, which is wonderful. Okay? But we have two daughters, and that's the first thing they got to do when they wake up is make their bed. Okay? Now, whether they actually know this or understand this now, if they're making their bed, and there's actually a book, I think it's called Make Your Bed. It's really good. You guys should, right? But if they're doing this first thing in the morning and they're doing it well, they're keeping it's going to be easier for them to keep promises to themselves. Right? How about finishing small tasks? Right? You finish little things. You guys are building trust in yourself. You're proving to yourself that you can do it. Right? That you can win. It's just small things, but you're getting these little wins. And this all goes into part of winning the day. It's not just these habits, reading, listening, sharing your story, using products. It's all the other things, right? It's in everything, right? Winning is an all the time thing. It's not a sometimes thing, okay? I want you guys, I think it would be really great if you guys pick a small thing this week and do it with excellence. I want you to pick one small thing, and if you're really serious, pick one small thing a day and do it with excellence. And it's typically not because that thing matters, but because you matter. Right? All these little small moments are preparing you and training you for something bigger. Right? You heard all these people speak so far. I thought everyone that spoke so far was amazing. Right? There was all different perspectives from different levels. And I mean, I love hearing from all these people. Right? Just so you understand, they are the closest. Who's new? Who's first conference? Stand up, please. Way to go, guys. Congratulations. All right, you guys sit. Who just finished their apprenticeship program that's graduating? Stand up. Stand up. Congratulations. Congrats. I love that. So that's amazing. You guys finished your first year. Hopefully you had a great year. We're going to have the graduation recognition in March in Orlando. It's going to be amazing. Okay? Those of you that are brand new, congratulations. Why did I have you stand up? The people that spoke, pretty much everyone that spoke so far tonight, they are the closest to you. Right? They're in Q12 qualification, finished platinum, right? They're the closest to you. Hopefully you see some of the things that they've overcome, that they've worked on. You can do it too. Okay? So I think, and I've talked about this before, but I think this is such a big thing. And most people have this wrong. The order of the words are be, do, have. It is not have, do, be. This is a big key. You guys are never going to do because you think you have to have first before you do. And you're never going to have because no one's giving you anything. Right? One of my favorite phrases or quotes, Vinny would always talk about it, is overcoming to become. Right? Are you overcoming to become? What are you overcoming in your life to become? Okay? Hopefully you guys are overcoming to become stinking thinking, limiting beliefs, and counseling yourself. You heard all these people on this panel talked about, I spoke to my coach. I asked this question. I wasn't sure. So many of you, and it's hard to see all of you because of the lights, but I know for a fact there's a lot of you that are super young. A lot of you have had to grow up sooner than maybe you thought, and you got used to making decisions on your own because you had to at a young age. And you're not used to checking with anyone or even having anyone there for you to help you. So you just do stuff on your own. You don't have to do that anymore. You have all these people that spoke, all these people over here that are further along in life. When I got here, it took me some time too. I'm super stubborn. I'll challenge all of you in the stubborn category, okay? That's not positive either, just so you know. My little one, it was funny. My wife today was like, Amalia, you're stubborn like daddy, aren't you? She's like, no. She is. Hi, babies. Hi, Florida. Hi, out of state. I forgot to say that. Pittsburgh, all the people. So anyway, So it's be, do, have. You guys have all this stuff here in this system, on this team, on the app, at the events. You guys have all of the tools here for you guys to be. You can take all these little actions on a daily basis for you guys to be because you choose that. And when here's an interesting thing. Sia was actually telling me this the other day. For males, for men, they feel good when they do good. For women, they do good when they feel good. And I'm like, wow, babe, that's so true. When you feel good about yourself and you've done some little things in the morning or whatever these habits are, you feel good, you do good. In order for me to feel good, I need to do good. I need to do things, right? So what does that look like for you? So what I want you guys to do, three things. I want you to think abundantly, I want you to speak positively, and I want you to do the work. I don't know exactly what this needs to look like for you, but you guys need to have some sort of routine. Okay? We were in the managing mode for a long time. That's not it. Get into the leading mode. But the way you lead others is lead yourself first. Okay? I want you guys to show up this way for yourself. You got to make that choice. And we were here for you. We want you guys to win. You're here. You're learning. We're excited for you. The system every year gets better and better and better. All the stuff with Amway, everything with Amway, the new products, the bonuses. You guys need to learn this stuff, right? It's really important that you go through your GSR effectively. You're getting started right, and you're on point because there's so many tools available for you. You guys just have to use them. Does that make sense? Okay? So whatever you prepare for, you guys are going to have. You need to figure out how to prepare the best you can. Sia and I, for the first time, we got together. It's taken a few days. We'll probably do it a little bit differently next year, but first time we got together and planned out our year. I know you see a lot of stuff online. A lot of people do that. For the first time, we did that. And we feel so good about being in front and not catching up or putting out fires. Right? So you guys got to ask yourself, what do you want to accomplish? What do you want this year to look like for you? Okay, how is this going to go? Get with your coach. If you don't have a game plan, if you don't have goals, right? You need goals in your life, but you also need a game plan for your business. The benefit of this apprenticeship program is that you guys have this runway. You have this basically for a year. This next year, you have this runway where you can learn this skill set, be on point with these things, get yourself situated in all these areas, and now you guys can start to develop a team and Go Bronze Foundation and Bronze Builder and all these things. That's amazing. That's amazing. And there's plenty of other people that are doing this. He's number one in my heart. There's plenty of other people. You guys can do this. Okay? You understand that? Don't waste your apprenticeship year. Don't waste it because you're really racing against yourself for all these bonuses and all this amazing stuff that Amway has. Okay? But it starts with the little things. It starts with how you do anything. Does that make sense? I love you so much. I appreciate being here. Thank you for the time. We love all these leaders. We appreciate them for everything that they've done. And we're forever grateful. We're going to be here forever. We love you guys. Thanks so much.
For the calendar year 2024, the average income from Amway for all U.S. registered IBOs at the Founders Platinum level and below was $723 before expenses. See www.amway.com/income-disclosure for details and the most up-to-date information. Earnings depend on many factors, including customer base, business experience, effort, dedication, and quality and performance of the downline sales team. While the techniques and approaches suggested have worked for others, no one can guarantee that these techniques and approaches will work for you. In addition, we want to emphasize that success in this business does not come without hard work. This is a copyrighted program of Markerman Productions, affiliated with MarkerNet Incorporated. Duplication of this program is strictly prohibited. For existing IBOs only, not for use with prospects.